Well, Sam Harris says he wants to correct every error he's ever made. Noble gesture, but I hope Sam's not doing anything for the next 487 years because he's been so incredibly sloppy that it will take him multiple lifetimes to clean up the messes he's made. Let's look at an example from Sam's appearance on the Colbert Report. I'm using this clip because it was the first time I ever saw Sam Harris.
Either you have good reasons for what you believe, or you don't. If you have good reasons, those beliefs are part of the worldview of science and rationality generally. If there were good reasons to believe that Jesus was born of a virgin, or that Muhammad went to heaven on a winged horse, that would be part of our rational worldview.
Now again, Sam's the one who brings up the virgin birth and Islam, and we can assume that he knows what he's talking about since he talks about Christianity and Islam quite a bit in his books. But when Stephen Colbert runs with the topic that Sam brought up and says that Jesus was born of a virgin, Sam shares some of his expertise and tells his viewers what Islam has to say about the virgin birth.
I've got historical evidence. The Bible tells me Jesus was born of a virgin.
Yeah, but...
I mean, there's your witness right there, the Bible.
Unfortunately, the Quran says that anyone who thinks that is going to spend eternity in hell.
So, according to the Quran, anyone who thinks that Jesus was born of a virgin will spend eternity in hell. I've never bothered to correct Sam on this, but since he literally asked for it, let's check the Quran. Here's Surah 3, verses 45 to 47. And mention when the angels said, O Mary, indeed Allah gives you good tidings of a word from him, whose name will be the Messiah, Jesus the son of Mary, distinguished in this world and the hereafter, and among those brought near to Allah. He will speak to the people in the cradle and in maturity, and will be of the righteous. She said, My Lord, how will I have a child when no man has touched me? The angel said, Such is Allah, he creates what he wills. When he decrees a matter, he only says to it, Be, and it is. This is one of several passages in the Quran dealing with the virgin birth of Jesus, yet Sam Harris doesn't seem to be aware of any of them. Keep in mind, Sam says this after he studied Islam for his book, The End of Faith. Why is this a problem? Well, the virgin birth of Jesus is kind of Islam 101-ish. In fact, this is pre-Islam 101. This is something you'll hear in the first 5 minutes of your first ever conversation with a Muslim. There are, of course, plenty of people in the world who don't know any Muslims and who don't know what the Quran says about the virgin birth. But if you don't know what the Quran says about the virgin birth, you probably shouldn't go on television and start telling people what the Quran says about the virgin birth.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, to be fair, we all make mistakes. Some of us just do it on a popular television show as we try to promote a book, the credibility of which is severely undermined by our embarrassing blunder on the very topic we're claiming to be experts on. The sad part here is that this mob of clueless narcissistic teenagers who call themselves the new atheists, they go to Sam Harris to learn about religion. They go to a guy who not only doesn't know what he's talking about, but also writes books and does TV shows on the very topics he doesn't know about. And then people wonder why there are all these Internet Harris and Dawkins drones who spend all their time trolling Facebook and Twitter talking about Islam and Christianity when they've obviously never studied either religion. Why do they abandon that age-old principle, study first, then talk, in favor of a new principle, talk always but never studied? Check the role model. Here we can only ask, why aren't these self-proclaimed skeptics at all skeptical about their sources of information? It seems that their irrational, unshakable, cult-like faith in Sam Harris, the Sam Harris delusion, we might call it, just isn't open to any sort of empirical disconfirmation. So no matter how many blunders Sam makes, his followers will do what they do best. Follow. Keep the faith, atheists. You're swimming in it.
I am the one who knocks. You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am the one who knocks.